presents, because timing is the hardest part about what we do. You don't have a good look and you start beating yourself up because I'm focusing on things that I did wrong when I didn't do anything wrong, just because the timing was off, or because Karen or George was not home, or because Billy was in a bad mood watching the game, right? It wasn't that he didn't want to go solar, it just was bad timing, or he wasn't a good fit for me, right? So God bless you, I'm going to give yours to your neighbor. This next one's a done deal. It would be ridiculous for them to say for them to say no. And guess what? If I have a perfect presentation, I want to focus on input. So I get to the home and maybe they don't want to do it. Well, some do, some don't. So what? Guess what? They weren't a good fit. But stop. I promise you guys. It's like the biggest secret that people just don't understand. It's so easy, dude. Stop focusing on things you do wrong. Stop questioning yourself. Instead of questioning yourself, start asking yourself, am I doing the most productive task at this given moment? And if you are doing the most productive task at a given moment, focus and double down on things you do right. Double down on yourself, right? If you keep doubling down on things you do good, then you're going to do enough good things that are going to create the decision and create the emotional climate for these families we serve to do this, right? Because at the end of the day, we have too many reasons for them to do it. The same way that I'm going to tell them, hey, I'm going to cut to the chase. The reason I'm coming by is a little bit different. Hey, these people didn't win the lottery, right? I don't know if you noticed all the solar. Hey, if I convince you to rip it off and go back to the utility, you wouldn't do that. If I pulled a checkbook out of my pocket, hypothetically, if they sent you a yellow coupon, if they were to call you, all these little one-liners that I have, they have one-liners too. And that's the reasons to get rid of me, right? Like one of the guys within our Knockstar United group, which is our year-long program that I coach on a weekly basis, he asked on the group chat today, his question was based on literature. Actually, hey, Josh, are you in here?
Yeah.
Bring your phone real quick. I want to play this. So I want to explain to you guys like some of the stuff that happens within our Knockstar United group chat. But the question was, hey, I want to, can you leave me with literature, right? So that was the actual question was, can you leave me with literature? And he said, how do I transition that into a same day to actually get into the home? So, this was, let's see if we can play it for you guys. So what's the best way to handle, do you have any literature I can look into? How can I turn that into an appointment? And, this is typically the way that I would handle that. I'm going to play this.
Yeah, definitely. Let me put that all together for you. Do you have like a small corner of a table just so I can kind of put my stuff down? And what I'm going to do is just create a chart for you. I put a line down the middle of a piece of paper. Do you know roughly what you guys spend a month for the power right now? Okay, cool. Do you need me to take off my shoes? It'll just take me about 2 to 3 minutes.
All right, so once again, the question was, what's the best way to handle? Do you have any literature I can look into? How can I turn that into an appointment?
Yeah, definitely. Let me put that all together for you. Do you have a small corner of a table just so I can kind of put my stuff down? And what I'm going to do is just create a chart for you. I put a line down the middle of a piece of paper. Do you know roughly what you guys spend a month for the power right now? Okay, cool. Do you need me to take off my shoes? It'll just take me about 2 to 3 minutes.
Right? So how to transition, because a lot of the time, right, if they're asking for literature, that's just an excuse to get rid of you, right? So then the next question came in, and let's say they're hesitant and like, no, it's fine or something like that. How would I pivot, right? So that was the next question.
Yeah, so this isn't a doorstep decision. I'm only step one of the process. I promise you, I don't have panels in my car. I'm not going up onto your roof. All I would actually do is show you both options. Now, I understand I'm a consumer myself, and whenever I put myself in this sort of situation.
I love that line. See, here's the deal, man. I'm a consumer myself, and whenever I put myself in this sort of situation, I don't want to deal with some long, drawn-out process. I also want to deal with somebody that has expert product knowledge. You see, the big problem with solar is if people don't understand this like the back of their hand, they're not going to be able to explain it to you simply enough for you to understand. And if I'm not able to explain this to 2 7-year-olds, you're not going to understand it. You're going to get confused, and you're going to say no every single time, right? So that's how I can help the families relax, because the greatest enemy is the client's fear, right?
And I understand you probably don't even want to deal with the time and hassle of the 3 or 4 minutes of me explaining this to you. But what I need to do is actually leave you with all of the information and explain it to you so you understand it, because there would be no way you'd be interested unless you had all of that information. So if there's just a small corner of a table, all I'm going to do is just leave it with you. I'm not going to pull out a Kirby vacuum and end up in here for an hour. It's going to take me 2 or 3 minutes. If there's just a small place we can sit, I just want to put it together for you so you have all the information.
Okay, right.
But what you have to realize is I'm not a dentist. I've never performed a root canal, nor am I trying to pull any teeth. But if I go through this process with you, you'll do it. 100% you would say yes. It's just I understand that timing is the hardest part of your job. And if it's bad timing right now, I actually have to go see John, so I can try to pop back by in maybe for 10 or 15 minutes if that's better for you.
That's fire right there. A lot of the time it's just bad little timing, right? And I love utilizing that line right there. Like, hey, I'll just pop back by in like 15 minutes, right? Right? Because they're just trying to get rid of me, right? That's all they're doing. They're not interested. I haven't put a line down the middle and showed them both options, right?
A lot of the time, right, the timing, right, it's just bad timing, right? So I'm like, hey, I can see it's bad timing for you. Like, there's like, no, this isn't good. I'm like, hey, I just see it's bad timing. I just have to finish up with these people. I can just pop back by in like 15, 20 minutes. And I've had people that are like, yeah, that's fine. Just come back in 15 minutes. Then you come back and you actually have their attention. So that's a good one to have in your bag right there. I forgot about that one.
So, like, just being able to coach you guys from voice messages.
Sawyer, understand when somebody is asking for literature, that's like somebody telling you, leave you with a business card. That's a polite way for them to tell you that they are not interested, right? So, like, understand that that's almost a tactic used by the buyer to stall.
These are our top salesmen right now.
So understand and look for those smoke screens. Right? If they're asking for literature, maybe we just needed to create a little bit more curiosity or paint a picture, or maybe tell the story that it was like a really big deal. Like, what's happening is really serious.
It's a huge deal, guys. Make it a big deal. If you don't think that, if you don't think it's a,
there's no sense of it.
Yeah, if you don't think it's a big deal when you're selling solar, like, the families we serve aren't going to feel that either. Like, you guys have to realize, like, you are saving the world. Like, this is serious what we're doing, and if you don't understand what you're doing and take it very serious, and like I talked about, like a doctor, dude, and you think about a doctor, like my buddy I used to sell with, his name is Dejan, and he works in Arkansas, but dude, this kid, dude, he went like 10 years being an intern and like having to pass all these crazy tests to be a doctor, and then he became a doctor and like made like 38 grand like being an intern for somebody, and like he's like almost 15 years into it, and he's still like maybe just practicing, right, his own, like, being a doctor, but like, dude, he spends 15-20 years, right, to be able to be the professional. And I just think as door-to-door salesmen, being paid like professional athletes, being paid like brain surgeons, just learning to up-level your game, and, being a part of our United program, I think, is something that you guys should all look into. It's legitimately the redirection program. You're redirecting what you're going to, make into something that's going to help you make more. And, I think it's also community, right? It's like these students are like my best friends, and watching them being like in their corner, and like I want to see these people win, and like seeing girls like Melissa do 36 or 37 deals her first month in the program, kids like Brandon Forrester freaking setting 14 deals a day, making his way into the finals, dudes like Zach Ross like building up his company and just completely buying into the program, and like performance management, becoming the best versions of yourself, right? So that's like kind of the best part about it, because like, it's weird to say, but like I know that eventually I'm going to die one day, and it's like, dude, I'm being selfish as shit if I'm not giving all my other fellow door-to-door salesmen as much sauce as I can. And I think that's the reason me and Danny decided to start Knockstars, because there's like so much nuggets. Like, dude, I'm gonna show you guys some fire. Actually, look at this, dude. This is like, I think I showed you guys this. So like, yeah, like, dude, look at this shit. Like, I got all this like old sales material from like the 1940s and 1950s, but like I'm just extracting information from here, like recruiting for the sales force from the 1950s. But like so much fire has just been lost, dude, over the years, just because it never gets passed on, right? It just never gets passed on. And like, this is a page all on what sales engineering is, and I picked like 6 nuggets off of that, and 46 ways to close more sales, right, from the 1950s and shit. This is what I do, dude. This is my sport, right? I get home, I learn about creating different, one-liners, or, I came up with a Bob Barker freaking analogy at the end of the T-chart. So when I create the T-chart, I say, now I'm going to ask you a trivia question. Have you ever heard of Bob Barker? And they're like, no, who's Bob Barker? I'm like, have you ever watched the show Price is Right? And they're like, yes. And I'm like, okay, we're going to play a game. It's called High Low. I'm going to ask you a question, and you're going to guess whether or not it's higher or lower. So if $1,800 is what you donate to the utility company in 1 year, and $18,000 would represent that number multiplied by 10, on the 10th year, do you think the rates would go up or down? So do you think you'd pay more than $18,000 or less than $18,000? Right? And then I ask them the question. I tie them down like 4 or 5 times, right? And then I say the final question, right, to determine if you get to spin the wheel, right? Price is Right. Would you pick the left or would you pick the right? Right? You got to create a game. You've got to be able to really like if you notice, like, if you, like, I guarantee you, everybody that watched that YouTube video, like, you watched it one time, like, you're not going to learn a lot unless you watch that thing like 10 times. You're going to need to watch it multiple times and then break it down to the ridiculous of what I'm doing. Understand these loops that I'm going through, which we call the circle of persuasion, right? Presenting the answer, identify the needs, rebuild rapport, work my way to the yes. And I had to work through that cycle 4 or 5 times. You see, if I would have said, what do you pay for the bill? Can you get your bill? She was not giving that to me. I needed to build the trust. I needed to say things multiple times. I needed to lead her to the decision as the assistant buyer. How long is my average close in the home? I mean, ideal situation, like, I don't like to skip steps, but I mean, realistically, dude, like, to get them to say yes and to do paperwork and everything, like, realistically, on an average, maybe 45 minutes. Sometimes I can do it in 25. Sometimes it takes an hour and a half. Sometimes it takes 2 hours. So it just really all depends, Different buyers require different amounts of information, right? I just brought my Louis Vuitton right here. So repetition is the mother of all skill. Yes, Chris. Chris, if you want to hop on the live, throw it on. Throw that bottom left. Hop on. Come here and jam with me, guys. I don't want to be the only one talking about sales. I want you guys to hop on. Let me have someone hop on. A fellow salesman. So where does someone new to solar that canvasses for a roofing company start? They let new into solar, so they basically said, go get someone's Powerball and bring it back, and we'll run the numbers on it. James, I would just be really careful with the person that you're working with, and make sure that the roofing company will pay you, because I had a really bad experience in roofing where, I did 115 sales, dude, in like 10 days. And I don't know if you guys saw that, but like, dude, I never got paid on any of that. I had a bad experience in roofing. I just don't even want to talk about it. It's just negativity. So, a lot of the guys that are on here are in solar for a reason. And I just think like Chris Manizzi line right here, timing in business is the same as location in real estate, right? So, but yeah, dude, solar, dude, it's based on financing. And yeah, I would say the 2 biggest things you want to look for when you work with somebody is you want to be able to work with somebody you trust, and longevity, bro. So like, go with your gut, because a lot of the times, like, if somebody's going to screw you over, and it's like the writing's on the wall. So you want to work with people. Like, dude, this is a fire line for everybody right now. So like, dude, if you guys are not paying attention this whole time, just listen and maybe write this down, right? I promise you guys, this is a fire nugget. Ready? This is fire. So write it down. I promise it's so good. Right? So throw some hearts if you like this. Do business with people you want to do life with. Sova, do business with people you want to do life with. Don't be doing business to build up someone else's dream, And, I heard it like about 4 months ago, but I heard it about 3-4 months ago, but you want to be able to, you're not going to remember how much money you make in a year, in a period, but you're going to remember the memories and the people that you do it with. And, I think probably one of the most best things that I'm grateful for in the world is being able to do business with my best friends. Like my best friends is, whether it's Knockstar, whether it's Home Nerds, which is, the solar company that I have down here in Florida, or whether it's Knock Buddy, which is the app that's being developed to help door-to-door salesmen. Dude, like, every company is different, but like, my thoughts on Palmetto, I personally had a terrible experience with them in Florida with customer, like, dude, failed inspections and shit. Like, I mean, like, it was shit that was out of my control, dude. Like, so with being in solar, we talked about it. The diamond on the ring is your installer, right? Because we're in an operational based business, right? You're in an operational based business. So, you have to understand the diamond on the ring is your installer. Right, I could sell as many as I want, but if the install trucks don't show up on the day of the install, right, and then the customer's like, "What the heck is going on?" Right, so just understand that. So yeah, dude, I don't want to mention any names, but the stereotype continues around people that like to screw people over. So build your empire with the right people. Yes, we have the right product. Now find the right company, right people to build it with, and it'll go past solar, right? And you got to be really passionate about things. The definition of passion is anger and love, right? I started from the bottom, and it wasn't a deficit. It was a gift. I am who I am because of my life experience, right? And I'm constantly trying to sharpen my tools. I'm constantly getting better. The more I watch the footage of myself sell, I can notice little things, like small little tweaks. It's the same way a football player watches footage, right, of himself play, or a baseball player, how his swing looks. you guys need to start recording yourself and breaking it down. Like, oh crap, I should slow it down about 10%. Or, hey, I need to create curiosity. Or, hey, I am not building enough pain, so there will never be change, right? Because there's all these little steps, and sometimes you're just missing a small little step. And that's what will make you the difference between being an average salesperson or being, the top person. That's your technique, your attitude, your behavior, your vision, your mindset, your technique. So installer is everything, right? No referrals if the installer sucks. David knows. David's an OG in the game. David's been around for years, kid. David, hope you're doing well. Starting 5. Chris Manizzi, you're a go, bro. So, yeah, going through your comments, the 100 in a month is planned. So my plan is during the last month of April, it's just finishing up a lot of videos for the university. In May and June, I'm going to fulfill all the blitzes for everybody that's in Knockstar Select and everybody that has wanted me to come do a blitz for them. So we'll be traveling with 2 video crews, and we're going to be traveling. We're going to start in Florida, then we're going to work our way up the East Coast, and then we're going to work our way over to the West Coast. So the whole months of May and June, I'll be on the road training teams in the field. And then in the month of July will be the month that we go hard, and it's going to be personal sales. It's going to be an MF grind in the month of July. What's up, Armand? Hope you're doing well, bro. So yeah, in July we'll be doing that, and then August we have our event down in Miami for Knockstar. September, October is my final push. November is the charity trip, and December I'm doing whatever I want. You see, when you maintain something in life, it becomes exhausting, but when we build, it's energizing. So for years, 15 years, because people can be successful for 1, 2, 3, 4 years in any industry, and especially sales. But how do you last a decade or 15 years is you need to create checkpoints, right? And that's what I try to do for myself. That it's something that I just started to do, but it's going to really help me, right? So I set up all these little checkpoints that I know my schedule the same way a professional athlete knows his schedule. So I know in January we're going to have the big kickoff for our company down here in Florida, as well as the big cabin retreat for Knockstar. And then, February is going to be a sales push. March, we're going to have Knockstar 2. April is going to be sales push. May and June, we have the sales blitz where we're going to be visiting all you guys, all over the country. And then in July, we've got our 100 deal month. August, we've got our retreat in Miami. And then September, October, the final push. November is my charity trip. November, when we do the charity trip, that's like my finish line. That's the way that I think. And then I have my reset period, fuel up the tank. But being able to create clarity will create conviction, okay? And that was a nasty line by our boy Shalev, right? Our boy Shalev dropped that line. Clarity creates conviction. If you're clear on what you're doing, it will create conviction on what you're doing, right? That's my nephew right there, Armand McCarthy, kid. Yeah, I'm coming to Lumio Dallas. I'll be seeing you guys 9 more days this year. So I'll be coming 3 days a quarter for you guys down there in Texas. And not completely booked. We've got a few more days left on the schedule. We've got some days in June and some days in late May. But we're starting off in Tampa, working our way to Orlando. Then we got Miami. And we're going to vlog it all. So we're going to document it all and, want to see as many of you guys as possible. I go to your managers, go to your owners. And, dude, it's literally the redirection program. Every single time we've went on one of these blitzes, it ends up being free for the company because we end up selling while we're there. We're not just training in an office. Like, we get out of the office 11, 12, 10 a.m. and we're right into the field till 9 p.m. I was like, one of these blitzes last year, they're like, how many people can shadow? I was like, bro, you can have as many as you want. It really doesn't make a difference to me. I had 7 people shadow me the other day. So he's like, yeah, we can have as many as we want. I was like, bro, it doesn't matter. Kid sends 28 people on the doors when they Juan Gavilanes over there in frickin' Sarasota. Kid drops 28 of his reps in a van. I was like, oh shit, this is going to be an absolute shit show. In a gated community, I was like, dude, cops are getting called any minute now. But we ended up still pulling over there. So, but yeah, dude, looking forward. Chris Manizzi, going to be one of our coaches, hopping on once a month on these calls. Chris, why don't you hop on here, bro? Press that plus button with the video on the bottom. Yeah, that's Armand, bro. Armand's actually probably just as good. Armand's probably going to be the future, bro. He's probably the next top salesman. The kid's in 8th grade, but dude, he's been presenting about the Apple. He's like, I have a video on my Facebook when the kid was like 6 years old, and he's like, yeah, I'll cut to the chase. You know where the apple farm is down the street? And I was like, what's this about? And he's like, well, Well, it's about the solar panels. I'm probably sure, Armand, you want to hop on here and give your presentation, teach these guys how to sell solar from an eighth grader. He could probably bring some fire for everybody. So, but yeah, that's what it is. Just dropping the heat. Friggin' Armand's up there in Massachusetts, down here in Florida. We used to hang out all the time. Woke guy from a nap on his porch today and told him you're a model home and sold him that the model home, right? He just wanted to be picked. That's all it is. Have a few guys hop on, want to jam with you. I think it kicks me off like every 30 minutes. So if we hop off, we're hopping right back on. But oh, there he is, the Godfather kid.
What's up?
It ain't easy being Chris Manizzi. So
Just
me and
the
Chris,
hockey game.
me and
The
Chris.
hockey game here in Tampa.
How long have we known each other, Chris?
2000.
Hey, there we go. 135 views, baby. Josh, you want to come on the live here in a second with me and talk about what we're going to be doing on the splits? Talk about how you're going to hop in. Talk about the big Gurkowski making plays, kid.
Yeah, maybe. I'm finishing up Danny's thing.
Kids making plays. Sorry, guys. Fucking Instagram's not working for me. So we'll see if Chris hops back on. I want to talk. A lot of you guys don't know Chris, and he's been involved with direct sales, I think, for like 30 years. So, dude, he's got nuggets for days. So we'll see if Chris hops back on. I'm gonna text him real quick. There he is, Seaman Easy. There we are. All right, we're going already. Tune in.
Hey,
all right, bro. There he is.
I'm
Sorry
in
about that.
downtown Tampa. They just let the hockey game out. So all of the people that everyone's looking for an Uber. So what's going on, brother? So yeah,
Bro, we're just jamming, bro. We just dropped some live sales footage. Wanted to get on here, show some support to some fellow door-to-door salesmen, and we were just talking about, actually, I was 17 years old when I walked into Chris's office in Massachusetts.
17 years old. He walks in and wasn't even old enough to work there, and he asked me for 10 order forms, and I'm like, why? He goes, well, I'm going to make 10 sales today. So he went to the corner, and he wrote his name. He wrote his name and the date on 10 order forms, and I'm like, oh, look at this kid. This is cute, man. It's so nice. It's so nice. So I said, do you want some training? He's like, no, I'm good, man. Where do I go? I said, go wherever, man. So he leaves and he goes out, and in the middle of the day, he actually runs out of order forms. And I think he does 11 triple plays his first day. So I'm like, okay, this kid's a fraudster. There's no way I'm going to call every one of these customers and make sure he's legit. And I tried to get someone to complain. I tried to get someone to tell me that you misled them, but they were all perfect, man. And that was the beginning of a good relationship. It's been a long time, dog. But yeah, I see you dropping some nuggets. Super excited about being part of the program. Super excited for the results my people are getting here with Knoxstar.
How long have you been involved with direct sales, Chris?
My first commission-only sales job was 1994.
1994. So a lot of people weren't even born at that time.
A lot of people weren't even born. That was a sales job. I sold cars in New York City. I've been in direct sales, knocking, not like you come into my place, I go to yours, since 2006. Pretty much about 3 or 4 months before I met you, but I've been in sales, for half my whole life, And it's an ongoing process. It's an infinite and ongoing process, right? What you do occasionally will change nothing every time, right? If you go to the gym occasionally, you're going to change nothing. If you save money occasionally, you're going to save nothing. If you pay your taxes occasionally, you're going to go to jail, right? So sales is an infinite and ongoing process. You constantly have to sharpen the wheel, and absolutely love the program. Love that you're going old school with the 1940 sales programs. I've been definitely listening to Back to the Future in Sales, J. Douglas Edwards, which is Tom Hopkins' mentor. That's an actually super amazing book. And there you go. Back to the Future in Sales. Good stuff, man. But yeah, excited to be, doing some calls with you guys. And this is something that you constantly have to do. You were talking about getting around the right people, being with the right starting five, right? You're the sum total of the 5 people you hang out with, right? You hang out with 5 bums, you're going to be a bum. You hang out with 5 broke people, you're going to be a broke person. So you have to hang around with the right people. But in the other sense, you also don't have to be the alpha in the room, right? You can go hang around with wealthy people and sharp people. You don't have to always be the leader in the crowd, right? They say if you're not the smartest one in the room, you're in the right room, right? Because the law of the lid, you need to be raised. You don't have to always be the guy in charge or the alpha. So I try to pride myself in getting around people that will raise my lid, and even myself being in sales for so long, I constantly have to sharpen my axe. And you're one of those people, Taylor. It doesn't matter that I've known you since you were 17. Like, you're someone I look up to and someone that inspires me. I like when we like have our little nugget battle and we send stuff to each other.
Nugget.
But
Yeah, me
no,
and Chris just have nugget battles where we're just
We
like,
have
bro,
nugget-
check out. Like the other day, I was just dropping all these little quotes that we found in this book from the 1950s, right?
yeah,
Like those in sales that have missed their calling are those that make the fewest calls, right?
yeah.
Just like salesman on selling, right? We got to understand that a lot of the times we battle out there by ourselves. A lot of the times, like, people are rude to us. They can do whatever, right? But we're the
I've been
underdogs.
listening to
but we also-
Psychology of Achievement this week. Every week I pick a new book. Last week it was an Elon Musk, a biography. But I've been listening to the Brian Tracy Psychology of Achievement, right? Mental protein, like getting your brain fed, listening to people, getting the music of people's voices in your mind. Brian Tracy calls it mental protein. Do you have a high protein diet or do you have a low protein diet? I'm high protein, mental protein, because in the job that we're at, it's a mental warfare. It's, we gotta lead up, right? We gotta deal with different parts of the organization, like 360-degree leader. We have the client, we have the customer, we have operations, we have our co-managers, we have our company owners, we have our new reps, we have our district managers and assistant managers. So, it's constantly a battle. Well, I shouldn't say a battle. It's constantly a privilege to read books and just stay sharp. And even after all these years and hundreds of books I've read, now more than ever, I'm like so hungry for it. Like, I can't wait for that Audible credit to come out every month, and get the new Audible credits.
Dude,
But
so I got two fire one-liners that I just picked up this week that I really liked. And the way to get on top is to get to the bottom of things.
right?
The way to get to the top is to get to the bottom of things, and then clarity creates conviction.
Oof. Here's one on humility. Hey, if you're too big to mop the stage, you're too small to stand on it. The mop comes before the mic. I'll say that again. If you're too big to mop the stage, you're too small to stand on it. Remember, the mop comes before the mic. You must be humble. You must be teachable. You must be that leader that you're wanting to be, right? Act like you have the keys to the office, and someday you will. Remember, the mop comes before the mic.
Stick and stay. Hey,
And
Chris,
make it
stick
pay.
and stay. Stick and
And
stay and make it.
Pay.
Stick
Right?
and stay and make it
The turf
pay.
is bad. I'm going to stick and stay and make it pay. I got chased out by the HOA president. I'm going to stick and stay and make it pay. Oh, we're in a safe area. We have dogs. We have guns. My neighbor's a retired military guy for you alarm people. I'm going to stick and stay and make it pay all the time, bro. Stick and stay and make it pay. And it sounds like a cheesy one-liner, but it's true, right? Oh, I need new turf. How long you been there? Oh, I ran through it like 2 hours. Oh, so you ran through your turf in 2 hours and now you need to go? No, you need to work that shit for like 2 weeks, man. Stick and stay and make it pay, right? Stick and stay and make it pay. Hey, I failed credit. Stick and stay and make it pay. What about you get out at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and by 1:15 you make a sale? You go home. What do you do? What do you, a one-hit wonder? No, you work till 9 o'clock. You work all the hours and then you knock 3 doors, right? If you worked at McDonald's and your shift was 1 to 3 and you sell a hamburger at 1:15, you don't go home, right? No, you have to work all the hours. Another thing I'm telling my guys, you need to work. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. You got to work all the hours, right? I had a guy today go out in the field at 1 o'clock. Oh yeah, I'm at a birthday party. We had a guy today go out at 1 o'clock in the field, 1:20, he's sitting in his car because he made a sale, right? I'm like, well, hey man, you said you were working until 8 o'clock. You committed to all the hours, right? I said, what if you went to McDonald's and got a cheeseburger at 1:15? I hope he didn't, for God's sakes. But if he did, you think the burger guy's going home? No, they got to work till 9 o'clock. So work all the hours, man. Stick and stay and make it pay.
Fire, bro.
Yeah.
We're just people. These 19 people are just getting blessed right now, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah, I see.
look at all
Sarah,
these
that
hearts
worked
they're
with. She's a
throwing up.
rock
They're
star.
liking it, dude. We
yeah.
got the OG Chris Manizzi. It ain't easy being
Being
Chris
easy.
Manizzi, right?
Yeah, I'm excited to start doing some calls with you guys. I've definitely been going to the lab, working on some new material, making sure I'm ready to rock and roll, bringing some new heat. I'm gonna bring some old-fashioned stuff. I may be old-fashioned, but I'm not out of date. Remember that. I may be old-fashioned, but I'm not out of date. So I'm gonna bring the heat from the 60s. We're gonna bring the heat from the 70s. We're gonna rock it out in the 80s. There's heat. There's nuggets that can help you guys forever. Everyone that's been successful in life, Warren Buffett, Brian Tracy, Jordan Belfort, whoever else, Taylor, kick in, have all knocked doors. They've all done door-to-door sales. As a matter of fact, a company that I met Taylor at, Brian Tracy's son, knocked doors because Brian wanted him to work. Michael Tracy, very good friend of mine, knocked doors with the company that I met Taylor at, selling Verizon Fios in California, because his father, Brian Tracy, wanted him to knock doors, because that is the beginning of the food chain, the embryonic life cycle of having sales experience and people experience and boldness experience, right? You never lived till you got a door slammed on your face. You never lived till you got chased by a little, dog nipping your ankles down the street, and then you go sell the neighbor. So good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Bro, some sauce right there, man. Just bring in the heat for him, and you can't call him an old dog if he's learning new tricks. So making plays and just constantly sharpening the axe. Chris, love seeing it, and dude, congrats on all your success. Chris runs a huge region, and you taught me a lot, bro. You were one of the guys right there from the beginning. When I was 18, and just watching us on this continuous journey, bro. And
we're just getting started. Do you realize what's going to happen when we start throwing down some of these nuggets, bro? McDonald's going to have to bring back
once a month, Knockstar community will be hearing from the OG Chris. And dude, I'm excited for your first big training, which we'll be dropping here in a couple weeks. We do the calls every Tuesday at 9 o'clock Pacific, 12 o'clock Eastern. And dude, looking forward to dropping the heat, bro.
Oh, I can't wait. And I see I see Noel, Sarah Rodriguez, complete rock star. My boy Zach Wilson, Z Willie in the house, James Kareem, all of these guys. These are all students of the Knockstar. Can I talk about Knockstar for a minute? And I'm not a paid sponsor. I'm not Alex Trebek. I'm not a paid sponsor. I don't work for Liberty of Mutual of Omaha. When I was deciding what to do for my region for Christmas, I was like, I want to do something really cool, and the last thing a door-to-door guy needs is another trip to Topgolf, right? Can I get an amen? Who the hell wants to go to another Topgolf outing? So I said to myself, what can I do for my people? Give them gift certificates, give them clothes, buy them a TV so they could sit home and not work, get them a PlayStation so they could destroy their life? Definitely not. So I said, I'm going to buy them Knockstar. So, right? I'm just keeping it real, right? PlayStation destroys lives. You want to destroy your life? Amen, Sarah. That's right. You want to destroy your life? Get a PlayStation and a 70-inch TV and sit there and smoke weed, eat Cheetos, and destroy your life. So I decided.
Hey, procrastination is ruining your future. That's what it is, right?
Oh, gosh, you're not kidding. So I decided to get Knockstar for my whole region, and I saw an instant success. So trust me, I'm not a paid sponsor. I don't get it for free for saying this, but if you don't have the Knockstar, if you haven't bought the program, you should get it. And if you haven't gotten it for your downline, for your group, just like Taylor says, he gets paid to go to places and the companies make their money back, your investments will come back to you. And it's not just in money. It's what you do for human capital. It's what you do for people's lives. It's what you do. When you're dead and gone someday, you're going to be thanking me. Oh, that guy, Chris, when he was almost 100 years old, bought me Knockstar, and here we are 50 years later, living the dream. Like, make an eternal purpose. Make a difference for real people, man. Make a difference for your people, and make sure you get this Knockstar training. My boy Ty, fire. And there's so many fire trainings on there, I can't even watch it and drive because I feel like I'm going to run somebody off the road. Like that video of Taylor kicking the chair the other day in Utah, that, you're messing up your, what's it called, your waiting room? And
your reception area.
Your reception area. Good stuff. So, yeah, once again, and this is Chris Munizzi. I endorse this message. Definitely go ahead and get Knockstar for your people. Get the slicks. Get down with the get down. And we are starting a movement here. We are going to be a generation of crazy door-to-door people. Appreciate you, man.
Bunch of awesome, bro. Chris is bringing the fire, bro. Just right out of the Lightning game.
Right out of the game. Another thing, not, when you study and when you read, not to impress you, but to impress upon you that you study and you read and you get mental protein. You study and you read and you're ready to go. What if you have to run a meeting? What if your manager or your leader says, hey, fly out to the state and run a meeting for this office? Oh, I don't know what to say. You know what to say if you're training every day. If you're spending more time on your brain than at the casino, if you're spending more time on your brain than hanging out, TikToking, don't even get me started. You don't even want to hear me tonight. Do not want to hear me tonight. I'm just going to go easy on you guys.
Kids heating up. Heating up.
I'm starting to get some back sweat here, getting fired up. So, yeah, just make sure you're spending time on your craft, being a master of your craft. And do it all the time. Remember, what you do occasionally will change nothing every time. If you read once in a while, and I have the Knockstar login. I know my people. I know the people. I'm like, how's the Knockstar doing? And they're like, it's great. dude hasn't logged in 92 days. It's not great, but that's okay. We forgive you and we correct you and we move on, right? So I don't know. That's it. What else you got, Taylor? What's going on? You guys dropping
Bro,
nuggets
just hanging
here?
out, bro. Just got a win on the soccer field, 4-2 tonight, playing
Nice.
keeper.
You playing
Got
keeper?
a haircut, woke up, got a nice swim in, got a nice bike ride in, recorded some footage,
I see. Yeah, you got
broke down the clothes. Tomorrow
got
we're gonna
0.
film an augmented sale from my kitchen table, and it's gonna be like the right way and the wrong way. So on the university you'll have a quiz. So the video will stop and it's like, all right, what do you do from here? Do you go into the cost of doing nothing, or do you go into the can we pay questions? And then to answer the questions correct to move it further in the process.
Another thing I want to throw out there, and once again, I'm not a paid sponsor. Social proof. If you guys are knocking an area and you want to get referrals and you want to have some social proof, I learned this from Taylor. Go to all the people in the area that have the product you have, if it's roofs, if it's solar, if it's alarms, and get them to do a little video. Knock on the door. Be like, hey, would you mind just giving a little video testimony of your experience? And then go to the next customer, like, hey.
And that's huge when they say, hey, I'm all set.
Yeah.
They just don't want to do it. They don't give you a reason. They just say, I'm all set, or I'm good. I'm all set. That's when I say, hey, here's the deal, man. I work for the company. I'm going to tell you it's good no matter what. But I'm also a consumer myself, so it's easier if I show you this. And that's why I wear that thing on my neck, because, you get a quick video like, hey, I'm here with George. He's at solar for a year. You didn't win the lottery. And what's the main reason you did it? Now, over the last year, have you put any money, or have you been able to save money? She just redirected, right? And it's like, dude, I'm going to tell you it's good no matter what. Just this guy lives 3 homes over from you,
Yeah. We didn't win the lottery, right? We didn't take a bunch of money out of our account. We just started taking it out of the garbage can and putting it back into our account through the redirection program. It's really not rocket science, man. The sun is free. We have a product that we could sell for our solar people, right? We have a product that we could sell that the customer doesn't pay anything out of pocket. And the sun ain't going to dry up. I mean, I believe it's going to be here for a while. If it does, we got bigger problems, right? But the sun is free. So take advantage of this free, beautiful asset in the sky. I pray to the sun every day. I'm like, thank you, Lord, for this beautiful sun. It's like, it should be green, not orange, right? Because it's a straight money grab. So yeah.
Sun goes up, bills go down, right? Sun
Yeah.
doesn't come up, we got bigger problems. And, just been fun jamming with you here, Chris. So, dude, thanks for hopping on.
Can't wait to get on calls with you guys soon and see you in Miami.
Yeah, bro. Miami, having you on the call once a month. Looking forward to your training coming up here in a couple of weeks, and looking forward to your course coming out on Knockstar as well. It's not just me and Danny. It's Ty. We've got Spanish closing, full sales in Spanish. Chris dropping his training, and a big part of me traveling this 2 months is just doing the most productive tasks for the university, the YouTube, filming all the top individuals, in all these different offices. So, it'll be a fun
my
journey.
workbook should be ready. It's gonna be 30 years of nuggets. It's gonna be 30 years of a journey through life. It's the life of sales. I haven't been paid not a commission since 1993. I've been straight killing my own money since November 1993. And this workbook coming out is going to be 30 years plus of nuggets. Revised with a little bit of the Knockstar flair. So, appreciate it. Bro,
I'm excited for that, bro. A lot of content, and we're gonna keep working, sharpening our axes.
We're not stopping.
We get better or worse every day too. The same way everyone. We're practicing professionals.
I'm not resting on my 30 years at all. As a matter of fact, this has kind of re-inspired me to go to the lab. Got the headphones on, and I'm walking around the house listening to stuff. Heck, I'm trying to find a way to put headphones on in the shower so I can get another 15 minutes in the shower of stuff. I'm hungry for success. I'm hungry for that mental protein. We are not a reservoir. We are a river. We should flow knowledge. We should flow our wisdom to people. So that's it.
I'm heat, bro. Well, dude, Chris, thanks for hopping on, bro.
Yeah,
go follow him, see Manizzi, and bro, you're the man. Thanks for hopping on. All right, so Chris has dropped some heat for us right there, fresh out of the Lightning game. Chris, I think if you just close out your app, you'll be able to get off. But yeah, if any of you guys want to hop on, maybe jam with maybe 1 or 2 more of you guys, I'm gonna hop off here maybe like 15-20 minutes. But just drop that sale on YouTube. We're gonna watch the close, which will be uploaded here in a couple days onto the university. We'll probably drop it on YouTube too, but if you want early access, you got to be on the university. And yeah, dude, Chris just dropped some heat. So if you guys want to hop on, I'm gonna accept you, bro. So if you guys want to hop on, just plus that plus video sign in the bottom. What's
Taylor,
up, What's up,
Dude,
man?
what's up, dude? How are you?
I'm good. How are you, man?
I'm great, dude. Fresh out of the field. Just got back to my spot.
There you go.
Yes, sir. Got a sale today. Got a few sets. We're actually about to pay you, man, to come out here. That's what I've been hearing.
Well, bro, it's just the redirection program, man. I'll give you guys way more than you expect. And where you guys located? You out there in Texas?
Yes, I'm in Houston. Right
Bro,
now.
I haven't worked Houston. I've never sold door to door in Houston. So when I go to cities or states I've never been to, I kind of look at it like I'm going to play an away game. Especially the first time I play, it's like me versus Houston when I go there. So I'm excited. Let me know because the schedule is filling up. I think we have maybe 7 open days now during that 2-month period, and we're going to be going city to city. So have them give me a contact, and we'll get your dates locked in, and I'll come see you guys.
Yeah, man. Let me just let you know, dude, that our team, we have a bunch of hungry people, dude. Like we are wanting success. We're doing things every day. I love what dude was saying, mental protein. Never thought of it like that, but I love that, dude. So
yeah, mental protein, right? The conversations we have with ourselves are the most important. And we have 4-digit code for our cell phone, but we don't for our mind. And the things that we program up here consistently, like going through my presentation. I did a sales training today for a team in Texas, and I was just so fluid with it. And I said, the reason why it's so fluid, the reason why I'm polished is because this is just a natural part of me. And that's part of the learning process. Once you utilize something enough, then you internalize, and then you're able to reinforce it. And then I don't know what I'm going to talk about. It just kind of comes out,
Right. Yeah, dude.
But, dude, great job. And have you been studying a lot of the material? Like, how much of the material have you started to apply into your own game?
Yeah, so we actually just got your knock stores. I actually don't have access to it yet. I'm about to get it though, but a lot of people on our team do. But we have a morning meeting every morning before we go out. So we usually do. We watch like a video or two
Great.
of it and just talk about it. But the other day I was in the field. I was kind of having a bad day, and I literally watched one of your videos on lunch, and I was like, "Let's go, bro. Let's have a good second half of the day." And I did.
Yeah,
Got like 2 sets. So.
Right. Sometimes you just got to get yourself checked in. Like actually today, it was 3-0 in the soccer game. We were up, and then they scored 2 goals in a row, dude. And it was 3-2. I was like, bro, I'm not gonna fuck this up. And I was like, I wasn't as mentally checked in because we were up 3-0, and then it was 3-2, bro. And then I literally started going like this to my head and started getting myself into the zone. And then one of our guys got a red card. And I'm like, oh shit, now they're gonna be really after me, dude, because we're a man down, and like the heat was on me. But I was so more mentally in the game right after like the red card happened. But dude, if you can get yourself mentally checked in, and like the times where I've just produced the most or done something like the 100 and something roofs or the 100 alarms or whatever, it's just I just got into this zone where I knew the result before I even started. I just was so mentally in the zone. Like people would have a conversation, I wouldn't hear them because I was just so dialed into what I was going to do. And sometimes we have to find that, kind of like that zone while we're in the field. And dude, that's huge to hear about your success, man. And good job on your deal today. And looking forward to meeting you in person and doing whatever I can do to help you in your organization.
Dude, most definitely. My dad did not want me to come out here, dude. He was like, you're not going to be successful. You're not going to, make any money. You're just going to waste your time, blah, blah, blah. Well, literally I showed him all your videos, and I was like, Dad, dude. And I was like, you got to let me. I mean, I was going to do it either way. Like, I'm grown now, but I don't know. You're just a major inspiration of why.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. And like the cool part about the vlog style is like you can show your parents and stuff, like, or your girlfriend, and be like, dude, this is the shit I actually deal with in the field, because people don't understand what we deal with a lot of the time out there, So, but that's huge, bro. And how old are you?
20. I'll be 21 later this year. So.
Bro, that's huge. When I was 20 years old, I broke my collarbone in Argentina with no health insurance, and then I came back, and that's when I made my first big check. I got a $113,000 check when I was 21 years old, and earned like $250,000 after watching my parents struggle my whole life. I'm like, bro, I'm looking at this $100,000 check. I showed my dad. I'm like, dude, look, Dad, I got a $100,000 check from selling alarm systems in freaking Milwaukee, Wisconsin this summer. So, man, it's cool that we have that opportunity.
It really is. And my mom, she's always buying fake Louis bags, man. And I was like, Mom, I'm going to get you that real one. I was like, I'm tired of seeing buying fake bags all the time. I was like, I promise, because she's done so much for me, man.
Bro. Well, the truth is, and like I say this, and like I don't want you to take it personal, but I do want you to take it personal. You're being selfish as shit if you don't get her a Louis Vuitton bag,
Oh,
because you
yeah.
have the opportunity to go get her a Louis Vuitton bag every single
Exactly.
day. Somebody
Exactly.
isn't telling you get $12 an hour, you know, and I think about that a lot. Like, if you have the potential and you're just wasting it, like, you're being selfish to other people around you that you can help change their lives. Because when you start making $500,000 plus a year, your life changes, man. Like, you can do things for certain people that you wouldn't have been able to do previously. So,
Facts, dude.
but yeah, bro,
Facts,
well,
man.
thanks so much for hopping on. And, dude, looking forward to helping you and your team. And, dude, just understand that you have to keep on keeping on. You're at the beginning of your journey. You are on a continuous journey toward the achievement of a predetermined worthwhile goal. I'm going to say that again, okay?
Okay.
You are on a continuous journey toward the achievement of a predetermined worthwhile goal, right? Predetermined meaning it needs to be in writing. Worthwhile means it needs to be not about your why, but about who you're doing it for, right? You're not just about setting goals, it's about achieving them. And you're on this continuous journey, right? You get better or worse. You're either going to shoot yourself in the foot, or you're going to put in activity that's going to help you become the best version of yourself. And the more that you can become the best version of yourself, the better you're going to be at your job. It's simple as that.
Exactly, dude. Couldn't have said it
So,
better.
and what was your first name, bro?
Isaac.
Isaac, bro. Well, dude, Young Money Hustler, bro. I want to see your journey and track it, bro. And
Awesome.
you know, just keep selling yourself on selling, because it's the greatest sport, and we're allowed to play it every single day.
Yes, sir. It's a game when we're on them doors. It's a game.
Trick or treating, baby. Trick or treat, dog.
Hey, man, I really appreciate it, dude. Great talking
Thanks,
to you.
bro. Looking forward to meeting you and your company.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, man.
All right, peace, dog. All right, so anybody else that wants to hop on, we got another one right here. So if you guys want to hop on, plus that plus button at the bottom, and I'm going to have a few of you guys hop on. So what's up, Lou? How are you, man?
I'm good, Taylor. Great to virtually meet you.
Yeah, what's up, bro? How are you, man? Thought I'd hop on the live, drop that live sales footage on the door today. So thought I'd hop on here, and feeling good today.
Well, honored I get to finally speak with you, man. I've been following you for a while now. And definitely a lot of your techniques have been very, I've implemented. So it's been a lot of fun. Yeah. You've a lot of your stuff, everything from like watching you and podcasts and then watching you live on the doors. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. And mostly what I've been really loving is watching how you're interacting with people that are pretty hostile. So that's been great, because, and it's helped me a lot. I had a guy like threaten to call the police on me. I had this. Check this out, Taylor. So I had the cops. I'm sure you've had this happen. The cops were called on me and my buddy who we were canvassing together, and there was 3 cop cars surrounding us. Not once was I even nervous at all. All I did, well, I just said, "Hey, I'm doing my job. Actually, I got my badge. I don't have my badge on now, but got my badge, so we're good. We're just knocking doors. We're doing it legally. We have permits." And then he says, and so after about 10, 15 minutes standing there, we're good. I walk away 50 yards away, not even, maybe 40 yards away. I just start knocking again. And this person comes out and is like, "Didn't you see that no soliciting sign right there?" I was like, "Oh, yeah, well, I'm just setting up free energy. I'm just setting up free energy reports for the neighbors as a service to the neighborhood or something." "We'll want your service." And I'm like, "Well, okay, well, God bless you." And they're like, "Don't bring God into this." I'm like, well, God bless you.
God bless you. Sir, are you upset? The last thing I wanted to do was cause you any emotional hardships. I forgive you.
Yeah,
So,
I love it. I love it.
I talked about this actually at the last at the event that we just had. Check out my trees right here. I got my whole little garden.
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
Oh, I see you.
But I talked about it. I said, like, dude, like, because like you have all these friends growing up, like in high school, and then you have your community like with door-to-door sales. And I said, like, I had these hobbies like back in the day when I used to love snowboarding and I used to love golfing every day. And I was like, dude, I lost these hobbies, but I've got new hobbies now. And that hobby is like, whenever somebody like is starting to be rude with me on the door or something, I just turn to the camera and I'm like, "All right, guys, so whenever you get into this sort of situation," and I'm like, bro, I just love teeing people up when they do that. And the first guy that called me a communist, like, he started to instigate with me, and he starts to instigate with me. And I was just like, "All right, guys, so like this guy's trying to get me upset, obviously." And like he was sitting there for probably like 12 seconds staring at me, and then he realizes what was going on, and he goes, "What is this, an effing infomercial?" And he starts walking away, dude. It was the guy that called me a communist in that video in California. But dude,
I saw that one. I saw that video. That was
Bro.
actually one of the ones that I keep those videos because they help build some confidence, you know, because
Bro, that guy was tapped, bro. Like, you could have called me anything, bro. You could have called me anything, but like, he calls me a communist, and this is like right when everything's happening in Cuba, bro. I'm like, bro, come on, bro. Like, are you sure like you didn't like mess up your words and try to like call me another name and like accidentally call me a communist? Like, I'm confused, bro. You know what I mean? Like, how do you mean, sir? You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, but dude,
yeah.
Lou, I'd love to hear that, bro. You know, because like,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why me, Danny, Chris, like a lot of people that are in, you know, this sort of situation, it is a privilege because like I've worked so hard to put myself into this situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it wasn't just like a year and then, hey, I'm a sales trainer. It was 15 years to be able to do this full time. And, you know, to hear from, you know, people like you that, you know, I might have not necessarily met before, but just hearing like, hey, I'm utilizing things that will motivate me to keep going. Like, that's why I do what I do. Bottom line. This is true. It's just why I do what I do is because, you know, if I can make a difference on some really resonate with a lot of you guys, think about how many people would never make it in door to door, but they might have made it if they would have had the correct training at the beginning. Somebody might go out for 2 days, have bad training, and then quit and then retreat back to working at Burger King because they need that comfortable $9 an hour. But if they would have said, hey, I'm going to cut to the chase at the beginning, or they would have said, hey, the reason I'm coming by is a little bit different, right? Or utilizing different ways to find the excuses for them to say yes, their life could be going in a complete 180 direction from where they were going just by learning or watching one simple video or, you know, hearing one little thing to help them get better, because our job isn't easy. You know, a lot of people look at us like the underdog or the scum of the earth, like door-to-door salesmen, you know, but like we should be really proud about what we do.
It is. It can be thankless quite a bit. And I can't tell you how many times I've heard this, like, oh, so when are you going to get a real job? Ooh.
Yeah.
Right. Little do they know, you find success in this that I'm making probably 3 times as much as you. Well, God bless you though.
I love it. We had one of our students actually last year, and, you know, some people like kind of like kick around. He's like, his family asked him, what do you do? And he's like, I solicit solar door to door. Right? Just very like, it's awesome, bro. I solicit solar. It's awesome, bro. And, you know, I think just kind of like looking at the journey, dude, like going from back to when I started like selling door to door, like, dude, I used to drive like 3 hours to get to the field, but I'd be looking at it like I'd make $86 a sale, where I used to have to caddy for 5 hours to earn 60. And I'm like, dude, I remember the first day I'm like doing the math in my head and I'm like, $250. I would have had to caddy for 20 hours to make what I just made in my first hour. And then you're like, damn, like I can learn to perfect my craft and, you know, just create the life by design, you know. And you know, I think just understanding that you know, you've just got to want it, and you've got to see a vision in your mind, and then you have that roadmap and you're able to walk on that roadmap to get to where you want to be. But without vision, it's hard to get there.
I got you. Hey, out of curiosity, I heard that Danny is going to be DJing next week over at SolarCon. Do I get to meet you? You going to be there?
Bro, we're gonna see. I'm about 50-50 on going. I got some stuff with the guys over here in Florida, so I'm about 50-50 on it. So you might see me there, bro. But if I do, come over, say what's up, and you know, looking forward to meeting you, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're going with so my company is Idaho Solar. So we're out here in Idaho with Tyler Grange, and so things are going well. I've been in this industry since you were actually, I think you had just quit as the regional or West Coast like director for Solar City. I got hired with Solar City in November 2016, and I was with them through their whole how they completely switched over a course of about 13 months into Tesla. And I went from selling the solar into selling their cars. And then I just wanted
at Solar City, we got a call one day and they're like, hey guys, there's no more door to door, but if you want to apply to work out of a Home Depot, you can fill out this application. I was like, dude, there's no way I'm going to show people where the nails are in aisle 13 and start talking. I was like, there's no way. I was like, I got to make a move here. Dude. So that was the end. When they told me I could just work out of a Home Depot, I was like, dude, no way. I can't do that, dude.
Your skill set needs to flourish, needs to be, you know, more expansive. Can't be just honed into a Home Depot
Yeah.
and Best Buy. Hey, well, such a pleasure to virtually meet you, dude. And I
Yeah,
really
man, I'm glad I was able to make a difference and going to continue. I think, these next couple months, I'm going to try to build, like, what has got us here won't get us there. So just like these next like 3 months, just almost dialed in, dude, no distractions and just focusing on doing the most productive thing, for Knockstar, for Home Nerds, for, Knock Buddy, which is the app. Like more and more updates are happening with that. And, I think that's really cool because you can personalize the opportunity immediately for somebody with that app. So,
Nice.
but dude, thanks for hopping on and looking forward to meeting you next week potentially.
Absolutely. Keep gritting.
All right, bro. All right, Lou. Keep
Brother.
up the good work, bro.
I will. Take care, bro.
See ya. All right, Lou, Big Lou. We got another staple hopping on. We got a staple hopping on. Let's see if he hops on. The staple kid.
This kid.
Staple. Rick
What?
Martinez kid.
What up, bro? I'm over here, just got home off work.
Bro, how'd your day go today, bro? You make some plays or what?
Yeah, bro. I'm working a little bit more on the back end office right now, but dude, it's dope. I love it.
Were you over there in Texas?
Texas, dog.
Hi, sir. My name is Taylor. One of my presentations when I was in Texas was like this, sir. So the reason I'm coming by is like a little bit different. I don't know if you know Henry. He lives down the street. He's like, I'm there. What part of Texas are you from? I'm like, West Texas.
West Texas, bro.
No, I'm just kidding, man. You got to park your car over here. Park it in the yard, bro.
This
In
guy.
Boston. So
Bro, oh, you're coming to SolarCon next week or what?
I'm considering it. I'm pretty sure 50-50. So you guys should all go. I think it's going to be an awesome event. So I know Danny's going to be emceeing it. And, but yeah, you're going to be there?
Yeah, bro. I'm on the social media panel, and I think on the recruiting and team building panel.
Fire, dog.
Yeah, bro.
Well, bro, it's always good to come to the events and these type of events because not only do you build relationships, but contact beats content. And like I said earlier, do business with people that you do want to do life with. And, sometimes you have like really good friends that might work in different companies or whatever, but like that's the best part of these events is you're able to like go hang out with your friends and create memories. And, like I talk about, like I want to be in my freaking chair one day rocking back and forth with all my buddies and being like, bro, remember that time we were telling people and ripping solar and you made that $1 million a year, and all that kind of stuff. So, it's just cool to be on this continuous journey, dude. It's fun to be on this journey with other fellow door-to-door salesmen that kind of are on the same path.
Yeah, bro. Dude, we'll be freaking old and like some old people home out in some island. All the
Just hanging out, chilling. Rick Martinez, a big Hawaiian shirt, got a big pineapple in his drink.
There you go, bro. Big pineapple, a lot of rum. A lot of rum at that point.
A lot of rum. What are you drinking right there, kid?
Just a Maker's Mark.
Bro, so when I went to Texas, bro, the freaking dudes got me on Clase Azul, bro. They're like, it's $80 a shot, dude. It's smooth as shit. I was like, fuck, dude. I don't even drink that much, but that shit is pretty smooth, dog.
It's smooth. Compared to that, you remember when we were at Mo's event for Simple Solar? We're just pounding, dude, those freaking Patron shots.
Bro, we had a good time there, too, bro. That was some good stuff over there.
That was a great time, bro. Overall,
Great time at Yosemite, bro. We've had some good times, bro. Were you flipping burgers down there in Key West, bro? Freaking that event was sick, dude. We missed you in Peru, dude. You should have been at that one. Peru was epic, dog.
Bro, but we have so many more events coming up.
That's fire, dog. Well, dude, looking forward to, dude, just your journey too. Watching you, bro. Proud of you, bro. Coming from pest control, moving your way into solar, just no soliciting, bro. Being, something that, people like same way that I decided to do the YouTube. It's like somebody might look at something and that might give them a little bit of extra, oomph to get after it.
Yep. Down to you, just bro.
Word, dog. Well,
yeah, bro. I will hop on to you and some other people. I just want to say what's up. And if you do
all right, bro.
go next week, dude. Peace, y'all.
I might just make a surprise appearance. I'll show up. I'll just tap you on the shoulder, kid.
Do it, bro. I'll see you there.
All right, player. Take care. All right, I'm gonna help one more person. I'm hopping off. So, see if we got one more person hopping on here. See who it is. See if he's got his Texan hat on. See if he's got his Texas hat on. Dropped a training for him this morning. He ain't on. All right, guys. Well, I hope you got some value from that. We got one more person, Brian. Oh, there he is. What's up, Jacob? Kid's frozen.
What up?
Two of you guys on. What's up, boys?
How you doing?
What's up, man? How are you?
Good, bro. Got one today. Well, this guy was taking a nap on his porch. Walked up to him. I have this app that gets the homeowner's first name. Asked if he was him, Yusuf. Woke him up. Told him we had the drones out there last week. He's one of the homes we could pay for. Next thing you know, bro, I got him.
Give me some signal.
Usually, dude, I actually have a different drone presentation that's way more lethal now, dude. So
Really?
It's sauce, dude. It's sauce, dude. A little bit of preoccupation at the beginning. That it's just completely different from every other presentation. But yeah, sounds like you got it down a little bit, bro. That's fire.
Yeah, bro. We'll have to hear that one. I'm stoked.
Oh yeah, man. Just constantly adding. What's up, Jacob? Jacob's frozen over there. He's got that Cricket Mobile.
Jump in here.
But where are you selling at, Brian?
I've been in Arlington lately. I was going to like the nicer neighborhoods, but because it's loans out here, I was doing PPAs in San Diego, so you could go anywhere with that. But I was thinking nicer neighborhoods was the move for the loans, and then I found out you can just go to the low income like I was doing in San Diego, and I've been crushing it out here.
Low, mid, high, anything, bro. You know, like anything. Really, just like they're rich, they want to own. They're poor, they want to save money. You know what I mean? So
it's all about your mindset on the doors. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't really matter what they are as long as you're feeling it. You know?
Yeah. Yo, Jacob, you like that training I dropped for you this morning?
Bro, absolutely fire. I had to jump on the way to a close just so I could watch a little bit more.
And you closed it, right?
I did.
Oh, of course you did, bro. You're freaking Jacob Lee making plays, kid. Where's the Texas hat, though? I was disappointed I'm not seeing it right now.
Bro, you know, you got to pepper it in, you know. There's certain people that you rock it for, there's certain people you don't, you know. You got to cater your presentation, right?
Good shit,
all the time,
dude. And last time I was in Texas, I was able to actually knock a little bit with Jacob. So Jacob's a G and young hustler, bro. So love to see your success, and looking forward to coming back to Texas and seeing you guys soon.
Well, yeah, I haven't seen the new YouTube yet. Did you put it in that? Did you put any of that Blitz stuff in the YouTube, or is it going on Knockstar?
The Blitz, the vlog for Texas is finished. We're just putting the subtitles in, so that'll drop in a couple days for the Texas vlog. And then the close of that sale will be on the university, like in a couple days. And that's pretty much the game plan. So just going to constantly try to drop. Like, dude, in a perfect world, I want to drop twice a week on YouTube. Twice a week, whether it be vlog or some sort of like training soft stuff. So
dope. Yeah, these guys are brand new, and they said you brought a lot of value today.
Absolutely.
So,
you guys got some heat, dude?
Yeah, bro. First trip out. Each of them got a deal under their belt. So
Great
I'm excited about that, man.
Great job, man. Well, dude, you follow a leader like Jacob, man. He's going to lead you to the promised land, So, just got to really want it, got to have that deep down desire of what you're doing. And that'll allow you to create discipline, which will allow you to demonstrate, which will allow you to document, which will allow you to duplicate, and then you disappear. It's called the 6 Ds of scaling your business. But it starts with that deep down desire and who you're doing it for, because you guys aren't just hanging out in random towns in Texas, staying at hotels, going to random towns just to go there, right? You guys are there to make plays. So.
Do that.
Absolutely.
Well, I just got back and I got to get a new room key, so gotta go handle that.
Bro, you're on that hotel life. Well, keep at it, Jacob, and bro, just keep on keeping on. So, Brian, Jacob, bro, want to keep hearing about you guys' success, and anything I can do to help you guys, let me know.
Absolutely. I'll hit you up. I always do.
All right, bro.
Tagging you in my deal, baby.
Later, bro.
Good work. Keep up the good work. So, guys, I'm tuning out. It's almost 11 o'clock over here. Study that new YouTube that I dropped, because, you're going to have to watch that thing like 9 times, take notes, watch all the little subtle things that I do during the presentation. And that's what's really going to allow you to keep polishing, because you cannot reflex any of these ideas that I'm stating. But what you can do is you can reflex those words once you utilize, internalize, and reinforce. So thanks, guys, for hopping on. Appreciate your support. Like seeing 33 people, 32 people on here. That's awesome, man. Anything way I can build value and bring value to, the industry in a whole. Like, I just hope you guys see that it comes from an authentic place, because, I grew up real poor and I watched my parents struggle. And I just said, dude, anything I can do to give back to others, might as well do it. Because guess what? I ain't taking anything with me, but if I can give it back, that's what it's about. So, dude, thanks for hopping on, bro, and thanks for all you guys hopping on. And dude, if you guys have any questions, send me a DM. I'm gonna try to be more active in the DMs and get back to as many of you guys. So, appreciate all you guys. Dustin, watch out for that second package that's coming your way. Thanks, Ray. Thanks, Dustin. And I will see you guys on the scoreboard. Hope to be at SolarCon next week, and hope to see as many of you guys as possible. So, thanks so much. keep an eye on the YouTube. We're adding stuff to it constantly. So have a good night, guys. See you, bro.